Like and subscribe right now, or this spider will crawl on your face when you're sleeping. Winning a lottery. That's luck. Probably a gateway to a luxurious life. But from shopaholics to lottery winners who ended up in jail for stealing cars, we're here with this list of 10 dumbest lottery winners in the world. Stay tuned, as we're going to cross all levels of dumb. Number 10. Michael Carrol. Michael Carrol purchased the lottery ticket at the age of 19. In the year 2002, he won a jackpot of $9.7 million. That's pretty huge, especially to someone just the age of 19. Winning this much money means you're no longer going to look for jobs in the future, unless you blew off the whole amount. Don't be surprised when we say that Michael Carrol is at the age of 36 now, and he has to work as a coalman 7 days a week after he spent his entire fortune. But to him, he's happier than ever. He spent his money for over 10 years on brews, ladies, some illicit substances, and his friends. He became a hardcore drinker, spent time at foreign places drinking and doing foolish stuff. What's sadder was when he won the lottery, his wife was 7 months pregnant, and due to his behavior, their marriage came to an end. Besides losing his wife, Michael gave away $4 million right away, $1 million each to his uncle and aunt, $1 million to his mother, and $1 million to his ex-wife. After these years of fun, the funds finally ran out. By 2012, he was broke and kicked out of all the pubs in the area. He lives in Scotland now, where he owns a small apartment and walks to work. Number 9. Denise Rossi. The greatest thing about winning the lottery? You don't have to be a genius for winning one. Meet Denise Rossi, who kept $1.3 million winning a secret from her husband, just because she didn't want to share this huge jackpot with him while they were getting divorced. This might seem like a clever move, unless you end up having nothing at all. That's what happened to her in a law dispute when she had to turn every last dollar to her husband. This happened because of the family code statute, which works to penalize any spouse who falsifies data about the property. As Denise lied about the total amount of money she had, she was forced to penalize and hand over the whole amount of money she won at the jackpot. So, not so clever. Number 8. Americo Lopez. You must have never heard of any greedy person more than this man. In New Jersey, Americo Lopez and his co-workers working at a construction company took part in a lottery pool. They'd been doing this since 2007. And luckily, in 2009, Lopez discovered that he had the winning lottery number. But he turned his back on his other mates. Rather than willingly sharing the $38.5 million with his colleagues, he claimed that he purchased the lottery numbers on his own and not as a part of the company pool. You could realize how his co-workers would have felt after that. The co-workers took Lopez to court, and it was decided by jury that he would pay each of his co-workers a pre-tax of $2 million. With that huge money, he got off easy. All of the people of the company testified against him, even those who were not part of the pool. They all claimed that he was given money to purchase a ticket on the very day he bought one, but it was unclear whose money was used to buy the ticket. Lopez walked away with a huge amount of $20 million, but he lost the most precious thing: friends. Number 7. Alex and Rhoda Toth. Here we've got a couple who went from rags to riches and then back again. Back in 1990, Alex and Rhoda Toth won a lottery of $13 million. At that time, they were just struggling to survive. But the money corrupted them even more. They started to live in a hotel room for 3 months in Las Vegas, spending about $1,000 on the room every night. They gambled and bought everything inside that hotel. Eventually, they got bored and bought a home in Florida. But spending money got them involved with the IRS, and they faced many fraud charges. They had nothing left when Alex died, and Rhoda had to move into the house with no electricity. This lottery was unlucky for them. Number 6. Tonda Dickerson. Believe us when we say that the customers can change your fate. Tonda Dickerson used to work in an Alabama Waffle House when her life was changed by a tip. She was given a lottery ticket as a tip by a customer in the year 1999. At that time, she was a divorced woman in her late 20s, but after a week when she got that tip, she won the lottery of $10 million. Such tips are not common for a plate of waffles. Instead of taking the whole amount at one time, she thought she would take $375,000 for 30 years. She thought she would never have to work again, but unluckily, she was stuck into legal battles. All of a sudden, her colleagues tried to take her money in court, saying that as this was the tip, then it should be shared equally. Even the guy who gave her the lottery ticket as a tip turned his back on her and wanted to have his money. Unfortunately, Dickerson had to split the money with her co-workers. It's unclear how much money she had when all this was ended, but at present, she's been reportedly working in a casino as a poker dealer. So, you can't trust people nowadays. Number 5. Jonathan Vargas. Jonathan won the jackpot of $35.5 million at the young age of 19. But after winning this much money, he faced life threats and had to hire a bodyguard. Some of the people from his locality in Carolina, where he used to work as a construction worker, were plotting to get the money for themselves. Jonathan had to live his life in fear because of all of this. He got pretty stressed because of his fame. But this showed that no matter how close you are to someone, people turn out to be different when you've got huge amounts of money in your pocket. Number 4. Evelyn Marie Adams. Have you ever seen someone buying lottery tickets with the money won from a lottery and hitting the jackpot again? Sounds completely illogical. In 1986, the woman named Evelyn Marie Adams won the New Jersey State Lottery one year, and the next year hit the jackpot again. This made a total of $3.9 million plus $1.4 million. That's just crazy. The odds of this happening were just 1 in 17 trillion. It's just like hitting red in roulette 400 times in a row. No matter how lucky it wasn't lucky enough to save you from a greedy government, which took 50% of her winnings. This might seem ridiculous, but in any case, Evelyn spent the majority of her money on travel. She became a professional gambler and tried to win her lost money back. According to CBC News, she lives in the trailer park and works for a food service company. Number 3. Amanda Clayton. Back in 2011, Amanda Clayton won the state lottery of $1 million playing a Make Me Rich game show. But even after this, she continued to take her food stamps. Life didn't go well for her, as she was charged by Michigan Attorney General for felony welfare fraud. She was sentenced to 9 months of probation, and then she was forced to pay $5,000 in food and medical assistance, which she had taken even after winning the lottery. Things got worse when she was found dead in somebody's home. There was nothing more revealed about this, except that it was caused by a drug overdose. That's sad when you imagine living a life of royalty, but end up being dead because of your own mistakes. And now, let us move on to our subscriber pick of the day. This image was sent to us by one of our subscribers, and similarly, if you ever wish to know more about an image you come across, just send it on over to us. Who knows, we might even feature it in one of our videos. Number 2. The subscriber pick. Michael Carrol, a disgraced lottery jackpot winner who won £9.7 million in 2002 at the tender age of 19, didn't have the best ideas when it came to spending or investing his money. He blew most of it on cocaine. He posed in a pool, sitting like a king. To solidify his rich man status, Carrol snorted the cocaine using a solid gold pen. Ultimately, he spent all of his money and now lives just like a normal person. Number 1. Kaylee Rogers. Kaylee Rogers was the youngest person ever in Britain to win the lottery jackpot. Back in 2003, she was just 16 years old, living in foster care when she won the lottery. At the time, she was making roughly $5 an hour as a checkout girl. But who would like to work when you're a lottery winner? As a young girl, she was going to spend quite a bit of the money, and she did. She spent most of her money on sports cars, tattoos, and clothing. It's also been reported that she spent quite $1 million on drugs. She also spent quite a lot on travel, gifts, family members, and a great big bungalow. But after her roller coaster ride, she went broke. By the year 2003, she only had about $2,000 left in her bank account. But according to her, she's living a happier life than ever, being a mother of 3 children. That's a happy ending after so much dumbness. Well, that concludes our list of the top 10 dumbest lottery winners in the world. What would you do if you ever won the lottery? Comment down below and let us know. But before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay up to date with our latest videos. We'll see you next time.